machine. Yeah. Hey JRev, welcome back. I've just finished my last puzzle in my puzzle book. I've been working all day on it, and I've just finished my last puzzle. And...
Hey, what you doing?
Hi Sarah.
Hey. Oh, hey.
I was just telling JRev that I just finished my last puzzle in my puzzle book that I was spending all day on,
And you're sad about that?
yeah, because it's finished now and I'm bored.
Are you kidding me? Normally when people finish something, they're like, yay, look at me, I did something awesome.
Yay, look at me, I did something. No, that's not working. I'm sorry, I'm just bored.
You are always bored. Is there ever a time in your life where you are not bored?
Well, I mean, there was that one time where that thing happened and then that... but not this.
Right. So what do you want to do about it?
I just wish that maybe this book had some more puzzles in there, like there was a secret page or something. I mean, mate, there's got to be something in here. Oh, whoa! JRev, it's the bucket of boredom busters.
Did you guys know that was going to be in the puzzle book?
I didn't even think it could fit in there. Must be a portal to another dimension or something.
Ooh, that's cool.
Hey, maybe you could help me find out what we're going to do this week for the bucket
I
of
would
boredom busters
love
challenge.
to. JRev, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yes,
Are you ready?
Hang on.
And we're all going to do the drum roll.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're ready now.
Okay, ready?
They're ready.
Go.
That was loud.
Oh, your voice, I'm sorry.
A flip book.
Flip book?
What is a flip book?
I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, today, JRev, we are going to be making a flip book. Now, a flip book is really, it's basically an animation, but with a book, with paper. An animation is just a bunch of still images, just drawings of things that are then looked at one after the other really quickly, and then your brain stitches them together and it makes it look like it's moving. So if you want to follow along at home, all you're going to need is some paper. I've got some scissors and a stapler because I need to make this booklet up. And I've also got something to draw with, so you can use pencils or textures or whatever you want. But if you've got perhaps a pad of post-it notes that whoever you live with says is okay to use, you've basically got a flip book already made, and then you just need to do the drawing. So I'm going to make up some paper that I can draw onto. I'm going to cut this paper up into some smaller squares, and then I'm going to start drawing my animation. So let's do this. Alright, so we've got our paper more or less the same size. I might still trim this just to neaten it up a little bit, but basically we just want to make a stack of paper that's all kind of folded up in one spot. And then we're going to staple one edge, and then we're going to start drawing pictures that are going to move around as we flip the book. So I might just neaten up some of my pages just so that they're a little bit closer to the same size. If you want to use a ruler first, then you can do that way, and then you're going to have a nice neat flip book. But I'm just going to do it kind of quickly here so you can see how a flip book works. Always make sure that you get a grown-up to help you with scissors or anything sharp when you're cutting. You don't want to hurt yourself. Alright, so we've got our flip book that's pretty much the same size. All of our pages are together. And the important thing is that the edge that we grab and flip is all lined up so that you can run your thumb down as you flip it. So you're going to want to line those up just by tapping it at the bottom. So all the edges of the page are flush, they're straight with each other. And then you're going to want to get a stapler, and you're going to staple. And you might need a few staples just to make it so that it goes all the way through. You can see that that's gone there. Again, get a grown-up's help with this because you don't want to pinch your fingers accidentally. So we're going to do a couple of staples. He's going a bit wonky. I might try another one. That's better. Do one more up here. Great. I think that's going to be okay. There we go. So you can see that the book will flip as we run our thumb over it. You just got to pinch the book with your thumb and finger, and then you're going to run your thumb over it and it will flip. So now we need to work out what we're going to animate. Now the thing with making flipbooks is that whatever you draw on your first page, you have to draw lots of on all your other pages. So if it's your first time doing a flipbook, you might want to choose something really simple. So I'm going to do a ball. So I'm going to take my texter and I'm going to draw a ball. So there we go. And it's pretty simple, but this is going to show you how flipbooks work. So we've got page 1 is a ball, and then on the next page I want to draw this ball again, but I want to draw it in a little bit of a different spot on the page so that after we see this picture, the ball's going to be somewhere else in the book. So we'll turn the page and I'm going to do the ball moving this way. So you can see page 1, page 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So next page, I need to draw the ball in another different spot. So it's moving this way. So I'm going to keep drawing it until it hits kind of the edge there. So I'll crease the page over and I will draw the ball up here. So 1, 2, 3. And in animation, these are called frames. And they're just a bunch of still pictures that you connect together in your brain to make it look like it's moving. So I'm going to fill the rest of this book out and you can follow along with me, and then hopefully we'll have a ball that bounces around the page. Alright, so as you can see, we've done one drawing on every page in the flip book, and the ball is in different spots. I've also done some things called motion lines in some frames, so you can see as it approaches the edge of the page and it hits, the ball squashes a bit and there's a couple of motion lines that make it look like it's kind of gone. So, and then it bounces off and you can see it's got some speed lines that are making it move in that direction. So that will help your eye see where the thing is going. So all you need to do now is to test the book, and let's see if this has worked. There we go. So you might find it easier to flip a book if you've got lots more paper stacked together, at which point you might need to do a couple of these books and then staple those separate books together to make a longer animation. But yeah, this is how you make an animation.
Hey, that was a cool flip book.
Yeah, it was really fun, and it shows people at home how you can make animations.
Yeah, it's actually way more simple to make animation than I thought. Because I think in my mind, when I think animation, I think like Disney and Pixar and all of those, you know, that's true. But you can actually just do it on paper.
Yeah, you can make one at home. So I would love to see if JRev could come up with some animations. Do you remember Jude sent in that Lego animation?
Yes, he did. It was awesome.
That was so cool. And he sent it in to us at our JRev Letterbox.
The letterbox is so lucky because it gets to see everything that comes through first.
I know. I wish sometimes I was a letterbox and you just post letters into my mouth and I'd be like, oh, that's fantastic, thank you.
I don't want people to post letters into your mouth.
Rather that doesn't happen. But you know what, Sarah?
What?
JRev just need to find the email address to send it to, and then...
Where is it?
It's missing again. We keep on doing this, but you know what, Sarah?
What?
We worked out before that this puzzle book that I just finished is actually a portal to another dimension. Because the bucket of boredom busters came from there, and so therefore we should be able to find the address.
You predicted that.
Well, look, I kind of knew that was probably going to happen. But JRev, if you've been doing something really fantastic or even just really boring, but you still want to share about it, we would love to see it. So get a grown-up to help you send it in to the address on your screen, and we can show it in the gallery.
Oh, should we go check it out?
Oh,
What's
yes,
in the
please.
gallery?
Yes.
Okay, on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Let's all go to the gallery. Hey, JRev, what's up? It's Chris from Chris Reviews. I do the reviews so that yous don't have tos. And welcome back for another week of me reviewing things. Once again, I can't find my glasses anywhere. I think maybe the dog might have buried them, but that's okay. The show must go on. This week, I'm going to be reviewing one of my favorite things in the world. Check it out. It's Lego. See that? Focus. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be, so I'm just going to open it up and start playing and see what I can make. All right, let's do the unboxing. Okay, so it's got some plastic packaging here. You can see all the bricks inside. I'm really excited about this one. Let's just tip it all out. Awesome. All right, you can see that we've got some 1x3s there. We've got what looks like maybe a 1x1 there. This one's maybe more like a 1x4 perhaps. It looks all the same color, so maybe it's a statue. I'll start building something, shall I? All right, one goes there, one goes there, and there. Let's stay up. I'll try that again. There, and then the ear. It's not working. You know what? I think this Lego kit might be a bit of a dud, so I'm going to give it 2 out of 5 beards because I love Lego, and that's, pretty much its only redeeming quality. I might go and make myself a bowl of cereal just to, make myself feel a bit better. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and comment on your favorite thing that I've been doing, because I would love to hear from you, and maybe you can suggest what I could review next, because that's how I'm going to get internet famous, all right? See ya, bye.
Have you ever gone for a really long walk? So today we're going to be talking about a group of people that we've been talking about for a couple of weeks. So we encourage you to go back and watch the last 3 weeks' episodes. But here's our friend Moses.
Hello.
And Moses was the leader of God's people called the Israelites. Now, the Israelites didn't always follow God, did they, Moses?
No, they really didn't.
You see, Moses had led God's people out of slavery, out of Egypt. And Moses had done some really brave stuff to help keep the Israelites safe. But do you know what the Israelites ended up doing about that? They just did not stop complaining. See, God had done this super awesome, amazingly cool thing for the Israelites. He'd kept them safe, he'd got them out of slavery, and they were very quick to forget all the good stuff that God had done for them. So they started whinging. Did you get sick of them complaining, Moses?
Oh, they just kept on whinging. My feet are sore. Where's the toilet? I don't have anything to eat. He stole my donkey. I don't even have a donkey.
You see, all this whinging proved that the Israelites had forgotten how good God had been to them and that he always would take care of them. Silly Israelites, they should know better by now. But you know what? We actually do exactly the same thing. See, God's been really good to all of us as well. And very, very quickly, we seem to forget that. But you know what's different about God? He is like the most patient, like super awesome level patient ever. Like if you think about how patient maybe your mum is or your teacher is or your dad is, whoever looks after you, God's like times 50 billion trillion patient. So even though the Israelites were complaining and grumbling and whinging and saying, I'm so hungry, I just want to go home, God heard them and he still cared for them. And God turned into like an Uber Eats driver in the middle of the desert and delivered food for them from heaven. What? And it wasn't just a once-off offer. God looked after these guys while they were wandering around grumbling in the desert for 40 years. That's longer than I've been alive, and I'm pretty old. You see, God knows that we aren't perfect. He knows that we kind of forget stuff like how good he is and how awesome he is and how powerful he is. He's just so patient with us. And even when we grumble and whinge and sook and have a cry about all the things that we wish we had, God still takes care of us and makes sure that we get what we need. So, if you don't remember anything else, please remember this. God is patient and he gives us what we need.
Did you say God has a spaceship and he's picking up Steve? God, I need a ride too. I'm coming.
Oh, help me to be patient. No, I said God is patient and he gives us what we need. Today's memory verse is from Lamentations 3:22. The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. Let's go one more time. Lamentations 3:22. The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. Let's pray. God, we thank you that you're so patient with us. And even when we forget how good you are to us, when we grumble, when we have a bit of a sook, we thank you that you're so kind and so merciful to us. Amen.
What's up, JRev? Guess what? It's time for our weekly challenge. Woohoo! So this week, we've been learning about how God is always good at giving us the things that we need, and even if we're a little bit grumbly. So
God is so patient with me.
oh, the amount of times I've been like, oh God, I'm so bored.
God, it's not fair.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
Oh God, he has that thing and I don't have that thing, and I'm jealous.
God must get so sick about complaining.
So sick. But you know what?
What?
He still loves us.
Yeah.
And he still gives us good things because he's a good God.
Yeah.
So, JRev, this week I want you to make a grumble versus grateful list.
A grumble versus grateful list?
Yeah, that's it. So it's kind of like a pros and cons page that you're going to write up. So you're going to get a piece of paper, something to write with. You're going to draw a line right down the middle. And even if you can't write, you can draw the things that maybe make you a little bit grumpy.
Like when my brother got more pocket money than me.
Yes, well, he did actually wash the car, so he earned that little bit more.
But still.
Yeah. So you could write grumpy because brother, you know, just in general, because brothers are pretty
probably
annoying,
will write
right?
that.
Yeah.
Times two, because I have two brothers.
Yeah, so you write that in the grumbles column, and then you can write something that you can think of that's good about that. So you might say, I've got two brothers.
That's true. They are pretty nice to me sometimes.
Yeah, and not everyone has a family or brothers.
That's true.
So that's something to be grateful for. So you can flip that frown upside down.
Let's see what you've done there.
Yeah.
Like this. Flip that to that.
Yeah. So maybe you could be like, oh, you know what? This week it's just raining all the time, so I can't play outside.
Boring.
Ooh. But then you can be like, you know what? That means that the plants that I planted the other week are going to get a good drink of water and they're going to grow up big and strong.
Or for our friends living in Victoria, plants.
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 I'm going to go and dance with the plants.
I'm going to go dance with the plants. I'm going to go this way.
I'm going to go this way.
All right.
Thanks
Bye,
for hanging out, JRev. Bye.
We'll see you next week.
Plants.
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 Dance.
Plants.
Plants.